It's been a good minute since my pen touched the page. My mind hasn't been in it. Been feeling 5 times my age. I've got projects unfinished, so many deadlines delayed. Perhaps I overcommitted. I didn't plan to be in pain. For 600 days, my life has been askew, been impatiently waiting for it to begin anew. This condition is inhibiting. The waves of pain are riveting. I know there have been good days, but only just a few. When the time is right, you'll know how much it really hurt. How this monster in my body dragged me through the dirt. How this disability's been killing me unwillingly, but even through the agony, I still wandered the earth. The North Sea's frigid waters froze me to my soul, and from atop Mount Floyan, I connected with the cold. My past self became a stranger, so I had to let him go. There's a doubt and anger I abandoned back in Mexico. There's an inner child who I met again in California. He told me this life is wild. Never say I didn't warn you. Looked a raven in its eyes. So much beauty I beheld within the seas and in the skies, I can't help but see myself. And this season of pain has been quite hard to process, but I know there's light in the dark. On this treacherous sea, how am I not lost yet? Love must be guiding my arc. I've been held together by family members, a handful of friends, and a lover. Without these guardians, how could I ever make it from one day to another? How deeply ironic, how sweetly poetic I had to be brought to my knees. To be shaped into someone truly empathetic, perhaps it was my destiny. To use my words and my passion for art in the healing of suffering souls. It's time for my work to transcend my heart. It's time to accept a new role. A friend of mine was asked what he's trying to become, and he replied, a man who listens. Now I've adopted that task and I've barely just begun, but I know it's a worthy mission. For the first time in life, I'll understand the weight of devoting myself to kindness. When I emerge from this strife, I'll be a force against hate, giving more than just cheer and politeness. But in order to give love, I have to love myself, so now my days consist of caring for my health. I redecorated my walls, lit up my home with color, even if it seems small, I think it's helping me recover. I cut my hair yet again, one less thing to fuss over. Back in touch with my friends, so glad when they come over. Bought myself new clothes, never cared much for fashion, now I get dressed up alone, trying to show myself compassion. From my bodily pains to my spats with depression, hindsight somehow smooths out all the edges, so I need to recollect and reflect on my lessons. If hell can exist inside my body, so can heaven. I've overcome more than I remember on the daily. I have endured wars, although my memory betrays me, and even though this current chapter frequently frustrates me, it's part of my life story. I know better days await me. I'm in more pain than I was a year ago, but I'm far more sane than I was a year ago, and I don't think I'd trade the last year for another one. I've been speaking to the universe in my mother tongue, and I've been thinking often about young Keilan. Wonder if he'd have some conflicted feelings if he saw me staring for hours at the ceiling, sending up prayers while I'm on the floor kneeling. Maybe he would find his future unappealing, or be a little frightened by the demons I'm concealing, but I know he'd be amazed with the secrets time is revealing, and I hope he's okay with devoting this year to healing. Used to stare out my window with the Chicago lights. Nowadays, I feel a bit low on cold Chicago nights. I'm learning that it's okay to lean into my body's seasons. In the winter, there's dismay, and I'm done demanding reasons. I'll be back to morning walks, evening drives, days of passion, overly ambitious talks that I follow up with action, days of peace, nights of romance, overflowing with fulfillment, waking up and taking no chance at missing a single moment. But for now, I slumber. I shall not wander the earth. This is not my fruitful summer, yet I have not lost my worth. For now, I will rest, and I am far from ashamed. In this moment, I am less, but I am loved all the same.